Hi Pisces, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Today I'm going to ask Spirit what you don't see coming, what could be coming towards you in love, what could be the energy that's around you. So let's call in our spirit guides. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. Spirit, please share with me for my Pisces. What is it that you have for them at this time? What is it that you need them to hear today? I am listening for you now. I have I'm wondering, okay. Responsibility. I have on the naughty list. And I have victory. Okay. It came into me as fooling around, like just physically fooling around with somebody without necessarily a commitment yet. And wondering, is it going to turn into something more? So I could have something casual, that we've started something and I'm just kind of wondering, where this is going to go. So it's somebody I'm definitely attracted to. Is it the right thing to do? Maybe not. Is it the responsible thing to do? Maybe not, but we're both adults and we are physical, and I guess I want to see where it goes. The victory is a little bit more of I'm hoping for more. So I'm kind of hoping that it turns into something more. And a lot of people start that way. They just, they kind of wonder, is this going to be something else? Waiting. Purity. Okay. I'm going to say we're both not pure. I'm going to say that, hey, we're both adults. Let's say it that way. I have home. Okay. I feel at home with you. I feel comfortable with you. So that's going well. And maybe this person brings you a sense of it's working well. We're balancing each other. There's things I like about you and vice versa. So I'm going to say it's just a matter of time. Like this is just a feeling of, what's next? Where do we go from here? It's the person who you start out probably with a physical connection a little bit too soon, but it just happened to be. And maybe you're not proud of it, but again, you're both adults. And where do we go from here is how I'm feeling it. So that's, it's not for everybody, obviously. But it feels like I want more, and I don't want just to be in a physical connection, but it does feel like it's good. I mean, I will say that it's off to a good start. Guarded, feeling secure, feeling blue, and compassion. I'm going to say somebody in this connection is holding back because they probably came out of something recently. They could have ended a long-term relationship. They might not be ready to say I'm in an official next relationship yet, but they want to be with somebody. So it's probably more along those lines. It's going to take a little while for it to start to feel more secure and that we're more of a couple is there. But as far as the feelings go, I do feel like I do have feelings. I will say that. I feel that the feelings are there. The feelings are getting deeper. I have a change coming. Manifesting intentions and a jolly old time. How cute. So we have a good time together. And maybe you're manifesting that this person wants more. I would say it that way, that you're probably just waiting for this person to be at a place where they say, am ready for a real relationship, or they don't want to put labels on it as the person. They probably have even said that. Let's just see where it goes. So, but the bottom line is, look at how much fun we're having. And will they change? So let's ask Spirit that. Is this going to, where do we go from here? And do they want more? Is the question that I want to ask Spirit. So do they want more, Spirit? And is this going to turn into something more? Is this going to turn into, we do have a title, or so to speak, we call each other a couple. You're my significant other. The jolly old time. Knight of Pentacles. I have a 9 of Pentacles. I have a 6 of Cups. And I have a 10 of Wands. This is going to be a slow burning energy. This person is going to have to push through something. They are either push throughing a belief system that they put upon themselves that I'm not going to be in a relationship for a year because I'm going to give myself a break from being in a relationship. Meanwhile, they're with you, they're coming over, they might be sleeping with you, they're spending time with you, but quote unquote, we're not in a relationship. No, I mean, they've got to push through this because you at some point are going to need to know that you're somebody that's supposed to be in my life. I'm feeling more secure. I will say that this is a slow moving energy. This is somebody who is struggling for some reason about being in a commitment. It doesn't mean they're not capable of a commitment. It's just like they've either told themselves, I'm not going to be in a commitment for a while. But, you know, you don't get to decide who you fall in love with. I have a King of Cups, Page of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and I have a Hermit. So do they want to be alone? Let's take a look at this for a minute because a couple things came into me. The Page of Wands and the King of Cups. I want to go back to my jolly old time. Maybe they weren't expecting to fall in love or have feelings for somebody. You know, they told themselves, I'm just gonna date people. I'm just going to have, you know, friendships. They probably call it a friendship. I'm just gonna have a friendship. And then all of a sudden, this page comes in. There's a spark between the two of you. We are actually hitting it off better than we thought. And, you know, are they facing a decision of I either want to be all in with you or they're going to risk losing you. So that's the first feelings that I just felt. The second thing that I just felt was this Hermit and this 10 of Wands, because it was do I really want to be alone? Okay. It's the person who didn't expect to meet somebody so soon. So it's not that you're a rebound. I don't feel like a rebound situation. I feel that I wasn't expecting to fall for you so soon, or I wasn't just expecting to meet somebody. I kind of put myself out there and I thought, you know, yeah, maybe I'll meet somebody, I'll date for a while, but all of a sudden I find somebody I'm hitting it off with, and the rules that I put around myself about how long I'm going to give myself to be single, or I'm not going to put myself in another relationship, or I'm not going to commit ever again. Those rules seem to be broken, is how I feel. Let's get some initials. Let's see what they're saying. First initials, last initials. Now, some of you, this may connect to you. Maybe you'll spell your person's name, something like that. I have the letter C, T, F, T, G, S, K, Y, U, T, A, W, B, a J. I have an H, another B. I have an M, and let's get two more, another J, and I have an E. So some of you definitely could be connecting to those letters right now, those initials. Spirit, tell me about this connection. What is meant to be? Let go of the need to control. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Maybe that's what we say to your person. You say, hey, I wasn't expecting to have these feelings for you either. I wasn't expecting that I was going to be this into you or that we would have such a great time. But do we push it away because we think the timing isn't right, that it's too soon, or it's not good timing? You know, we talk all the time about divine timing, that spirit knows better than we do. So, or do we just let it unfold and see where this keeps going? We're enjoying each other. We're liking each other. We are having a good time. You know, as long as it's respectful and you're both adults and you don't feel like you're being used, then definitely, you know, see where it goes. Make the effort. This love is worth taking risk, and you are called to move forward. So this person could say, you know, I do want to put some effort into this. I do like being with you. But they could be also backpedaling and saying, I just don't want to put a label on it. I don't want to introduce you as my girlfriend or my boyfriend. And that's oftentimes hurtful, especially if you are intimate with that person. So that's going to be up to you, what you can handle, what you can't handle. You are the one. You have already met the romantic partner that you seek. So they could be feeling it, but not saying it. They could be sensing that there's more going on here. So keep an eye on their body language, keep an eye on their actions, things like that. Third party situation. People may be interfering with this relationship and dimming its full potential. I'm going to say that that's more of a keeping my options open, which I would be upset about. And that's probably what's going on here on either side, that we still both have options. And then that's always in the back of somebody's mind, that, you know, what are they doing when they're not with me? Because we don't have necessarily a commitment. So that's something we'd have to work through. And then I have a magnetic connection. There's a very strong pull and the intensity that draws you to this person. So there's something about you, there's something about them, and it is off to a good start, even if it's not the start that I thought would be, or the kind of start that I thought would come into my life. So, but I do feel like it's off to a good start. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. I wasn't expecting to meet someone so soon. I have a Two of Cups. There you go. Maybe Spirit had bigger plans. Ace of Cups. I have the World. I'm going to say divine timing overruled this king who thought that they were in control, who thought that in other areas of their life they control everything. They're the boss, and that this area of their life they can't control. This area of life, somebody comes into their life when they least expect it, and the next thing they know, they are falling in love, even though they told themselves, I'm not going to get into another relationship right away. So there's definitely, they're breaking their rules somehow, or their self-proclaimed timeline of some kind. But you can't control who you fall in love with and when. I have a Knight of Cups. Yeah, I think that this person is kind of surprised that I have feelings for you. I think this person tried to control their feelings. I think they're trying to control their timeline. I think they think that everything that they're trying to control is blowing up in their face. So Page of Wands. Yeah, so they probably have their mind on you all the time. I have a Star. At the same time, they are smart enough to say to themselves that if I push this love away because of my stupid rules, so to speak, look at this Lover's card. If I push this love away because of my foolishness? Am I pushing away what Spirit really has for me because I wasn't smart enough, because I was stubborn, because I was thinking that I was in control of this kind of timeline? So maybe they're smart enough to say, I'd be a fool. I would be a fool to push this away right now, even though it came into my life at a time when I didn't think it was coming into my life, or I wasn't quite ready for it again. So I think that this person's at least smart enough to look at it as, I should be grateful that it's here. I should be grateful I have somebody, because so many people don't. So maybe this person is going to kind of have a wake up call to, I'm out of, it's not in my control. I'm going to say it that way. It's not in my control. It's you and me forever. So they could go from, I don't want to put labels on it, to, I do realize that there's something more. Okay. So don't give up hope. I feel the casualness is going to turn into something more. You are everything to me. I feel you're my soulmate. They're going to start to see it as something more. I want to marry you. Will they commit one day? Maybe. Some of you. My mind is telling me no. My heart is telling me yes. So there's the, I'm trying to control things. I'm trying to do it my way. And my heart is saying, you just met somebody that's great. You'd be a fool to push this away. So I'm going to say sometimes Spirit knows better than we do. And this is a great reading for that. You don't get to decide when or who you get to fall in love with. And sometimes people are put in our life when we least expect it. And that's exactly what's happening here. So we are going to put this out to the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words, your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Also, check out my other 2 channels. I'll put the links in the description below.